And good morning to you, meteorologist Joey Sovine here at the Live 5 Alert Desk with an update of the tropics as things have started to get a lot more active out there over the last week and a half or so as we rolled out of July and into August. We need to talk about a tropical wave out in the Atlantic. In fact, let's hop right into it this morning as we are looking here on this Monday morning at things pretty calm close by. I know we've been in a very active weather pattern as far as clouds and showers and storms as of late, but nothing technically tropical or organized in nature. We do have a couple of areas shaded in yellow out in the Atlantic. No worries about that. Those are just a couple little disturbances with very low chances for developing. Even if they were to develop, they would have no impact on any land areas. But that last one there in red, X marks the spot of where that disturbance is right now. In fact, this is on the cusp. I wouldn't be surprised later this morning or this afternoon if this becomes tropical depression or tropical storm Erin. Now, the good news right now is that this is a really long ways away from us, just to the west of the Cabo Verde Islands off the coast of Africa. So this puts it about as far away as we can get a storm from us, at least at this point in time. But we know it's not going to stay there. You can see the odds are now up to 90% that this develops. So obviously the big question is, where does this go? And over the upcoming 5-6 days, it's going to be steered in a westward direction. So anytime we see storms moving westward in the Atlantic, possibly as tropical storms or maybe even hurricanes, I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes Hurricane Erin. Most models are indicating that type of strengthening with this storm, very typical for the middle of August. It certainly bears watching. Now, the models are a pretty good consensus getting this out close but north of the Caribbean islands as we go into this upcoming weekend. So these models go out, the final points here, all the way out to next Monday. So even at that point, it's still a pretty good distance away from us. In fact, we can kind of measure the distance that would be, and you can see about 850 miles away from us even next Monday. So we have a lot of time to watch it. That's certainly some good news. And you can see these models showing a possible turn to the north. I think generally that would be the best guess at this point in time, but that's a long ways off. This hasn't even developed yet. We don't know where the center is going to be, so if we don't know where it's going to start, certainly can't tell you where it's going to finish. And these models will jump around. Some will look more ominous, I'm sure, than others at times when you're looking out and watching a storm for this long of a period of time, as we will with this system. The models will kind of flip back and forth. So we'll just kind of watch the trends, see how this evolves, see how this strengthens, see the upper level pattern, as there will be an area of high pressure to the north that is going to form over the upcoming days, and that's going to steer it in a generally westward track. But that ridge of high pressure appears that there may be a break in that high on the western side that allows this to move northward with time. That would be the hope. That would curve it out to sea, and that would keep it off the U.S. But that is far from being a lock at this point because of just how far out it is, and that we expect it to move in that general western direction for the next 5-6 days. Model's pretty consistent on that idea. You can see the next name up on the list here as we roll through hurricane season, middle of August now, and we are watching Erin. Dexter was that little storm that formed well off of our coast, moving away from us. So far things have been pretty quiet out there, but August, we're headed towards the peak of hurricane season, the beginning of September, and then we have a whole backside. So we'll get through many of these names in the weeks and months to come. But right now, once again, going back to where we started, we are watching that, once again, tropical wave that could become a tropical depression or tropical storm at any point in time. The area of low pressure is there. We're just waiting on kind of some of those storms that are out there with it consolidating around the center, at which point it would be considered either tropical depression number 5 or tropical storm Erin. And of course, we'll give you the first alert as soon as that happens. Don't forget, you can always stay updated on our Live 5 First Alert Weather app. If you don't have it, download it. It is free in the App Store. Just search Live 5 Weather. And as soon as that system is named, we'll give you the first alert on it, and you will get the first forecast track looking out 5 days with the forecast cone and pinpointing where we expect that storm to go. Thanks for joining us here at the Live 5 Alert Desk. I'm meteorologist Joey Sovine.